On July 11, 2015, guards at Mexico's most secure prison, Altiplano, made a horrifying discovery. The cell of the world's most dangerous drug lord, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, was empty. The man who built a billion-dollar drug empire had vanished again. But this time, his escape was even more unbelievable. He didn't break through walls or bribe guards. He disappeared underground, through a mile-long tunnel built right under the prison. How did he do it? And how did one man outsmart an entire country twice? El Chapo's first escape happened in 2001, when he was locked up in another high-security prison, Puente Grande. Back then, he didn't need tunnels, he used pure corruption. Guards helped him hide in a laundry cart and roll straight out of the prison. For over a decade, he ruled the Sinaloa Cartel, flooding the U.S. with drugs while Mexican forces hunted him. Then in 2014, after years on the run, the Mexican Marines finally caught him. This time, the government swore he wouldn't escape again. They sent him to Altiplano, a prison with military guards, motion sensors, and cameras watching every move. But El Chapo had a plan. For months, his men worked in secret. They dug a tunnel starting from a small house near the prison. The tunnel stretched over a mile, with lights, ventilation, and even a motorcycle on rails to speed up the escape. The most shocking part? The tunnel led directly under his cell's shower. On the night of July 11th, El Chapo stepped into the shower, lifted a hidden hatch in the floor, and vanished. Authorities were humiliated. How did no one notice digging beneath a maximum security prison? The answer: bribes and precision. El Chapo's team had studied prison blueprints, avoided detection, and even soundproofed the tunnel. By the time guards realized he was gone, he was already miles away. The manhunt that followed was one of the biggest in history. Mexico offered a $3.8 million reward. The U.S. sent drones and intelligence help. For 6 months, El Chapo moved between hideouts, even meeting with actors and journalists to tell his story. But in 2016, he made a mistake. He reached out to Hollywood for a movie deal. That call led the Marines straight to him. In a bloody raid, they stormed his safe house in Los Mochis. El Chapo tried to flee through underground sewers just like his tunnel escape, but this time, there was no way out. He was captured, extradited to the U.S., and sentenced to life in prison. But the question remains, how did a drug lord outsmart an entire country twice? And could he ever escape again?